5 years ago, the footballer David Cox tried to kill himself. He's spoken openly about his struggles with mental health, including here on The Nine.
In the years since 2014, he's received abuse from fans and rival players. About what happened, that had receded, but this season it's ramped up again, so much so that his club, Cowden Beath, have said enough is enough.
They've said they'll take action if it ever happens again. They may even walk off the pitch during a game. The club's manager says what his player is experiencing should be treated like racist abuse. Well, David Cox has been speaking to The Nine's sports news correspondent, Chris McLaughlin.
If it's coaching
players or fans, you report it to the referee in step 2 can then take you off the pitch and discuss what's going to happen next. And step 3, the game can just...
Hundreds of wooden crosses were placed into the cold, damp ground today outside a Glasgow church, each one of them to represent a death caused by drugs.
Organisers believe they've played a part in as many as 800 deaths, has the story.
And Kenny's here later with the sport and looking ahead to the weekend. Big one.
That's right, yep. As always, lots of football fixtures over Saturday, Sunday this weekend, but one in particular stands out. 3 o'clock Sunday, Hampden, the League Cup final. And not only that, Rangers against Celtic. The first time, the first time these clubs have met in a cup final since 2011. Rangers won that one, but Celtic have dominated the domestic trophies since then, and they're going for their 10th domestic trophy in a row, Celtic. So can Rangers stop that? So we'll have, we've been speaking to a couple of former Old Firm strikers, and we'll see what they have to say on the game. And there's also a big boxing match happening this weekend. Anthony Joshua, the chance to redeem himself after being beaten back in June.
Indeed, lots to talk about then. See you in about half an hour. Thanks Kenny. Now, many of our former mining communities still live in the shadow of their former industry. When the coal pits and mines closed, jobs and livelihoods were lost for generations. But with the realities of climate change, Spain's now decided to close most of its mines, but it's spending €250 million to invest in communities and reskill its workers in the places laid waste by coal's demise.
Now, similar plans are being drawn up here for when the oil and gas sectors wound down to try and avoid repeating the errors we made when the mines closed. Our environment correspondent Kevin Keen's travelled to Spain to find out how well the project's working there and to see what lessons we can learn. Is just shows you this family, and you know, anybody who thinks life is about riches and wealth, you know, Doddy, look at what Doddy's done. He's raised all that money for other people, even building a bit onto the side of his house that can be handed on when he dies. Extraordinary man.
I mean, it was 2 years.
2 years.
You were with him, and I mean, how's he doing now? Do you think?
He's doing great. He's a brilliant man. I think he knows it's a one-way thing, but he has people around him that he loves, and he's great. He's doing fine.
OK, well, it really was a lovely watch, and you can find the full programme, Doddy Weir, One More Try, on the BBC iPlayer. I urge you all to watch it. It really is a beautiful film.
Thank you. Now,
News, Delhi. Now, Margaret Thatcher graduated from pussy bows to power suits. When it comes to Donald Trump's ties, well, you have to ask yourself, do they ever end?
Theresa May was known for her strong shoe game. This is years before strong and stable was a thing. And Jeremy Corbyn, he doesn't seem to care about his fashion.
Well, it's a tough thing for a politician to get right, isn't it? Criticism, yes, and indeed. Criticism or ridicule is never far away, irrespective of whether you play it safe or take a flyer with your wardrobe. It might not matter in comparison to what a politician actually thinks and does, but does fashion affect their political fortunes?
That is a great question, and the Nine's sartorially savvy Nick Sheridan's been finding out.
In the film, one of the trenches is called Sucky Hall Street.
No, is it?
Do you know what Sucky Hall means?
Oh, wait a minute.
Sorry, no, we should move on.
A
Socky's a willow. Oh, no,
So, as the name suggests of this film, it is a movie about World War I. Yeah. Why does Sam Mendes want to do a war film? He's not done one before, has he?
So get a bit of help throughout.
And just to cheer you up, it's going to be 29 degrees in Mauritius tomorrow.
Oh,
think of
lovely.
That's lovely.
Let's get over there.
That's cool. And as you can see, I didn't get the email about the dress code.
Sartorially savvy, I think
Perfect.
is what you say.
Get a bit of sunshine
I
in,
know,
you know.
I think we need it. How's
It's not been 29 degrees, that's for sure. Yes, it has been pretty cool, but we are drawing in a little bit of milder air, but with it, some wet and windy weather as we look ahead.
Well, that's all from Laura and me for tonight. Nick Sheridan, Laura Goodwin will be here tomorrow with 7 Days at 7 p.m.
But for me, Laura Miller,
Me, John Beattie.
that was the 9.
Bye-bye.
Good night.